What's up guys, Sal here. So the biggest feature of the Huawei Mate 30 Pro is undoubtedly its camera. The quad camera setup on this handset is gaining a lot of attention, which provides really good photography and videography experience. Now, according to a photography benchmark company DxoMark, the Mate 30 Pro not only tops the chart, but it also beats the previous #1 by a long shot. In total, the Mate 30 Pro scored 121 points in DxoMark's camera test, a full 4 points higher than the previous #1, the Galaxy Note 10 Plus 5G. Netting a whole 4 points on the closest competition is really a big deal in DxoMark's ratings when it comes to the high-end flagships. So kudos to Huawei for the engineering prowess. By the way, Dxo notes that the camera does well in all photo categories in which it was tested. It notes a few particular strong points. The exposure is good, zoom capability is great, and the night photos are excellent. Dxo gave it a 131 photo score and a 100 video score for a total of 121. If the phone has a weakness, it's at the selfie camera. It scored 93. In comparison, the Galaxy Note 10 Plus 5G scored 99. If you compare it to the previous Mate phone, the Mate 20 Pro, which only scored 75, the Mate 30 Pro indeed sees a big improvement, but it still falls behind its biggest competition. All in all, the Mate 30 Pro offers a great overall camera experience, as it scored first place in around 70% of all DxoMark's tests. Honestly, this was expected. When the Galaxy Note 10 Plus topped the chart last month, it was only a matter of time before the Mate 30 Pro regained the top spot. The Note 10 Plus has a 4-year-old sensor, and in spite of that, it was able to top the chart. The Galaxy S11 will see a bigger camera sensor, so that will be the real competition to the Mate 30 Pro. Also, it will be interesting to see whether or not the iPhone 11 Pro would make any impact on this chart. In any case, the Mate 30 Pro has a great camera with cool features, and it reflects on DxoMark's ratings. If you want to see the full detailed camera review, head over to DxoMark's website. It's worth mentioning that Dxo tested the Mate 30 Pro running firmware, which is not currently available to the public. But Dxo says Huawei will roll out the update to users once they start shipping the handset. The Mate 30 Pro has one cool camera feature, and it's the ultra slow-mo video recording. It records videos at 7,680 frames per second. That's 8 times lower than the Galaxy Note 10's 960 FPS. Now, Huawei's executive Bruce Lee shared some details about how his team was able to pull this off. You see, the Mate 30 Pro records 0.12 seconds of footage, which then expands to 32 seconds of 30 FPS slow-mo video. Human reflexes aren't fast enough to pick up the best time to start recording, so the artificial intelligence comes into play here. The NPU chip analyzes 1 second of video using an AI algorithm to select when to start the 0.12 second of clip. As you would expect, this is a heavy process. The whole chipset, including CPU, GPU, NPU, and ISP, rush to process the data to pull this off, and takes about 2 GB of RAM. Pretty amazing. This is my favorite feature on the Mate 30 Pro, even though not a lot of people are gonna use this in day-to-day life. But the fact that a phone can record this crazy slow-mo video is really amazing. Of course, with that being said, please consider subscribing for daily tech videos like this. And as always, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.